everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I believe that this is my first speaking video that I've done since high school, so I hope that I have improved well since then, back when I was reviewing that Hofner panel that I had put in. But today I'm really thrilled to be among the first to review the brand new Gretsch RS201 Abbey Road Studiomatic. It is such a cool guitar. I've had it just a few hours. I've gotten to play it, get a little bit familiar with it, just enough to do this review. So my plan for this is, in case you want to skip around, you don't want to hear me speak too long. So my plan is to sort of talk about it first, do a little monologue, and then I'll have some audio, and I'll have video with it too. I'll overlay that, and I'll do some, just generic playing, strumming, so you can kind of get a feel for what the tones sound like in each position, in each setting, and then followed by some of my favorite Gretsch Beatles lead guitar parts that George Harrison played. So I think that's a good way to do this. So first, I just want to talk about the guitar itself. So I'll overlay some video with this, but the guitar came in a beautiful reddish, pinkish, maroonish colored case, and it's all themed based on the coloring of Abbey Road Studios interior. So the inside has a beautiful blue, like felt feeling inner lining, and the case really complements the guitar, and it comes with some goodies as well. It comes with some certification. It comes with a little backstory of the guitar, as well as some Gretsch picks, Abbey Road Studios / Gretsch picks. So cool little throw-ins with it. And now onto the guitar itself. So I kind of lied in the little short that I posted the other day. This is not actually the first Gretsch I've ever owned. I did own a Streamliner Gretsch only for about a week in around 2017 or so. So it's been a long time. And that guitar I had a lot of problems with. I'm pretty sure that was a one-off, because I know people like the Streamliners that do own them. But that one particular one just would not stay in tune with that Bigsby. So I'm sure that they've improved them much since then. But just with that guitar, I could not get the guitar to stay in tune, and I didn't like it. So trade that in for the Dot, and that's why I have the Epiphone Dot now. So what I'm so excited about this guitar, and why I wanted this guitar so much, was I always wanted a guitar that had Filtertrons in it. It has that tone. Anybody who knows, Beatles Live, Ed Sullivan, 1963, that is the tone. That is the Dream Beatles tone, especially going with the Rickenbacker. It's such an iconic sound. So as you can see, this guitar has Filtertrons in it. So that was the big deal for me. And also not having to spend, $3,600 or so, which is what a brand new Country Gentleman will run these days. And I didn't necessarily want to go for an Electromatic. I've played a few of them before in different stores, and they're great guitars too. They feel very nice. They're like nothing against them at all, but just something with Filtertrons that would capture that exact tone. That's what I was hoping for, and that's pretty much exactly what I got. So just to run through the guitar. So for some reason, my wiring is inverse, and I contacted Gretsch about this, and it seems to be this is like a one-off factory defect. I don't mind, at the moment. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll get that fixed or something. But so the up position activates the bridge pickup, which is not supposed to happen, and vice versa. So when you see me play this, if you were to order one yourself, your guitar probably would be the normal wiring. So I don't know why this is, a one-off, but that's just what it is, and it doesn't affect the tone, so I really don't mind. So this guitar, it's got locking gold tuners, so that's a nice, throw-in with it. I mean, it stays in tune so far, even with playing the Bigsby, so I'm really thrilled about that. So already a major step above that Streamliner from 2017, so way to go, Gretsch. It's got the beautiful, big headstock shape, very similar looking to a Country Gentleman to me overall. I mean, besides for the pickguard, this looks like one of those the Country Gentleman Players Editions that they did a couple years ago, or maybe they're still making them too. I just don't know. So this really kind of it captures that George Harrison vibe that I was going for. The gold Bigsby, and then let's see, volume knob, standard to any Gretsch. Push-pull knobs for tone. So bridge pickup, neck pickup, push out, push in. I'm gonna do. You're gonna hear a demo of on each setting. But to me, pushed in, that's the normal Gretsch, country gentleman style tone, and then pull it out, and you've got something more like a Tennessean, which is like a thinner, more single coilish tone. It doesn't actually split the coils when you do that, but it does something to the frequency where it makes it more high end, which is really cool because this is a very versatile Gretsch. And then this is what gives the guitar its namesake, the Abbey Road, the RS 201 name, is because of this rumble filter that's installed, and I'll do a demo with that too. But pretty much you flick it into 1 is my understanding, and it gives you the normal full tone of the pickups, and then you flick it over to 2, and then that gives you it cuts out the lower end frequencies, so it could be good for live performance or for studio recording. And I played around with it a bit, and it's a really useful tool to have on hand. Yeah, black pickguard as opposed to a gold on a country gentleman, but it looks cool. If I ever take this thing on stage or something with a Beatles group at some point, then maybe I would switch out the pickguard. But otherwise, I'm really, really thrilled with this guitar so far. And yeah, let's move over to some audio demos so you can get a feel for the sound, and let's check it out. one last thing I figured that I'd show is how this guitar sounds acoustically, just in case. I mean, I don't know why you would ever use this as an acoustic guitar, but if you don't have an amp, you can still hear it. It's a pretty loud guitar, so it's very boomy even when it's not plugged in, and all the more so, of course, when it is plugged in. That's about all I've got, so thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. If you're considering buying this guitar, I really, really recommend it. Again, I don't have much experience with other Gretsches, so I can only speak from my experience so far playing this one, but it's got the sound, and if you're looking for something that kind of approximates something what a country gentleman would be like, but you don't want to necessarily buy a country gentleman and maybe you want something that's a little more versatile, then I think this is your guitar. So get them while they're still out, because I don't know how many of them that they made, but I'm very happy that I jumped on this one, so I hope that you have the same experience if you decide to as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to be on the lookout for some covers with this guitar. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this and the Rickenbacker together. I think it's a great duo. So thank you so much for tuning in, and happy Thanksgiving, and have a good one.